The Reverend Billy Graham, a confidant to presidents, a counselor to the Queen, and a communicator of the gospel, has died. Often called America's pastor, Graham suffered from Parkinson's disease and cancer, but he faced his illness as he did all of his life, always with his faith. Fox 4's Sean Rabb spoke with two local pastors touched by Billy Graham's powerful ministry and public walk. Sean.
A public walk, Heather, they say matched by his private walk. Billy Graham, really the first to have a mass media ministry, a ministry that carried his message of the gospel to 185 countries.
But if you remember nothing that I say tonight, except one thing I want you to remember: God loves you.
The Reverend Billy Graham, considered the greatest evangelist of our time.
He was a man of his word, a man of integrity, as well as humility.
Dr. Chuck Swindoll, pastor of Stonebriar Church, first impacted by Graham as a teenager in Houston. That was 1952. 3 years after Graham held his first public tent meeting in California, a revival where Swindoll would meet his future wife.
She and I had not met. She was a teenager, and so was I.
Swindoll says Graham was a man marked by his humility and points to 1987's crusade in Anaheim, California. Swindoll part of that and late to a planning meeting.
He got up and gave me his seat. And I said, no, I'm not going to sit in that seat. No, please sit down right here. And that's the kind of man he was.
Graham grew up on a dairy farm just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
My grandfather, who was pastor of the First Baptist Church in Charlotte, he and Billy Graham were friends.
Dr. Jeff Warren, pastors Park Cities Baptist.
No one outside of my family and close friends, a pastor, has impacted my life more than Billy Graham.
Graham was a friend of presidents, counseling and praying for them regardless of party. Graham came to North Texas for a crusade opening Texas Stadium in 1971. His last visit to Dallas, 2002. His lasting legacy?
This balance between a godly life, a clear message, and a vision for touching the whole world.
I'm sad because he's gone, but I'm joyful and happy because at least we had the gift of Dr. Graham. He's impacted my life and the lives of millions of people.
By his final crusade in 2005 in New York City, Billy Graham had preached in person to more than 210 million people worldwide. No evangelist is expected to have his level of influence again.